Hail, Farmer Dre back at it, folks. Spring is officially here. That means it is time to get to planting, get to getting everything going here on our farm for the 2025 season. So let's go ahead and get started. We are out here in the high tunnel. We, as in myself and Isaac, boss man Isaac, he's in the skid steer. We are currently cleaning up all the straw bales that we stored in here over the winter. So during our fall festival, we use this as storage, and so because it doesn't rain out here. But it is time to plant tomatoes here soon. We're gonna clean all this up, take out the plastic, clean up all the weeds and stuff, and then hopefully by later this afternoon, we're gonna go ahead and lay out the new fabric, grade it all, and get ready to plant.
Look at him stretching over there. Oh shoot! Nice. Nice.
All the straw is now out, and we have all this loose stuff we want to use for like bedding and our landscaping and stuff, and planting seed. Like, you know what, I am not gonna bring the grappler in here. So I just tie the middle here, and we're just dragging the fabric. We're not gonna be using this fabric anymore on production stuff. We're gonna put like under driveways and stuff when we pour rock and whatnot. So easy, fast way to pull out landscaping fabric or ground cover. Yes, sir. Alrighty, so the high tunnel is out cleaned out, and Isaac's jumping the skid steer, put on the bucket, and level everything off. And one thing that we are doing different this year compared to other years is this is our first year ever not growing tomatoes in the original soil that is here in the high tunnel. I've been growing tomatoes in this high tunnel in the soil for the past 5 years. And over the past 5 years, we had a great success. But slowly, we're starting to see new diseases come in, and different problems happening. So we are planting tomatoes in what I call a hybrid method. It's not true hydroponics, but it's not planting in original soil. We're gonna be planting the tomatoes in 2.5 gallon pots filled with peat moss, and then we're gonna be running the fertilizer through them, and fertilizer and water 3 times a day. So that is the idea. I'm gonna take you guys along with the whole process, how we set it up. I bought the controllers, a new fertilizer injector that will go perfect the system, and with this irrigation controller, I'm able to control even our another high tunnels. I got up to 6 zones, so if we do any more field stuff and whatnot, I'm able to control it from that one controller. So we're pretty excited to try out this new system. It's more of a hybrid system, like I said, but hopefully it will work out great, and we're gonna see great yields out of it. Alrighty, so the biggest thing for me is we're gonna try this high tunnel out this year, and we're gonna compare the numbers from previous years, total yields, and how much marketable fruit we had. We are hoping that we're able to get over that 32 to 35 pounds per plant in this newer system, versus the best year I ever got in the ground was 28.5 pounds. That was the best year I ever had. That was about 2 years ago. I had great success growing in the ground, but like I said, that was on much fresher soil. And that's the trouble with growing crops in greenhouses, especially in the soil, is there's no other crop that is as profitable, at least here on our farm, that I can grow inside this high tunnel to save a season. So we've been tomatoes on tomatoes on tomatoes. When we first started, we used to cover crop in the winter months, but since we decided that we're not going to plant in the dirt, in the original dirt no more, we're like, well, there's no point in more cover cropping anymore. But that, like I said, there is no other crop we can plant instead. You know, we can try peppers, but they're in the same family as tomatoes. Strawberries that I tried, they did okay, but the issue growing strawberries in the high tunnel is out in the field, we're growing 50,000 plants. Out here in the high tunnel, I got 1,500. So whenever it's hardcore picking time, all the guys are out there picking, our entire crew's out there picking, so why should they even come in here? So the yield for strawberries wasn't that great to justify the tomato numbers. So for us and the longevity of our farm, we're like, you know what, we got to do things different. We still want to grow tomatoes in these green high tunnels, but we're going to try out a new system. So you guys stay tuned for the ride. I'm going to show you guys the entire process. I'm learning with this system as well, so I'm excited to see how it turns out. I've been talking to a few other farmers that have integrated this system on their farm, and they absolutely love it. All right, the tomato plants came in. Now we're moving them. They were in there for a little bit because it was cold, and now we are moving them to the high tunnel. Alrighty, folks, it is the next day here, and we are going ahead and put out the T-post, and we are bounding the T-post in the ground. So we're going to be doing the Florida weave method on this new pot system. So we're going to put the post in the ground here, and we got to be very diligent with these because these are going to stay in the ground for a very long time here. So once they go in, they're not coming out. So we got to make sure we put them on perfect and right. So we're going, first one is 3 foot off the edge here, and then the rest will be going 4 foot apart. So 3 foot off the edge, and all the other rows are 4 foot center to center. That's how we're able to get 7 rows in entire high tunnel here. So we're gonna go ahead and start pounding it in here. One more. There it is. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7. Go ahead. Go ahead. Alrighty, folks, we're out here setting up the new irrigation system. This is a 3/4 inch tubing, and it's a solid tubing with no emitters in it. We're going with the header line. I'm going 3/4 inch header and 3/4 inch long run. Since there's only 7 rows in here, the space is not big. If we were in the field, I'd use a much bigger header line, but for this will work perfect. Coming off our irrigation system there. Coming down to down spigot, got the electronic valve there for the timer. And yeah, every row gets a T, the end will get a 90, and yeah, on the move with it. So here we go, cutting this, putting the T on there, just nice and shummied in there, just like that. Put the other side in. Perfect. We're gonna zip tie this to the poles here so they can stay nice and solid, and on to the next one. Alrighty, folks, so the crew and I, Isaac, Jet, myself, we got started on assembling the spaghetti hose with the emitter and the spikes that will be completing our irrigation system. I will show you guys in depth the entire irrigation system in the next video. Alrighty, folks, this is where we're going to go ahead and end off the video for today. If you guys haven't already, go and smash that subscribe button, like this video, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one where we are planting our 2025 tomato crop in the new hybrid tomato planting system.